Yo, yo, yeah! Everybody, welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report Wrestling Edition! Woo! I'm your motherfucking boy, Mr. Dropping Belts, Big Black.
Your boy Scheme Dog.
Word. What up, dog?
Angry.
Hangry?
Yep.
Damn. I feel that shit. I had tuna fish and it was not enough. It's not enough. But anyways, let's get this shit going so we can get some food in us, dog.
Dynamite 200.
200.
Yeah, great. It was a good show. Jericho and Takeshita. They took on Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara. Jericho and Takeshita got the win. And looks like we're continuing this rift with the Jericho Appreciation Society and Jericho kind of joining Callus and all that shit. So still extending that feud there. We had no longer Jungle Boy. Jack Perry had a little face-to-face with Jerry Lynn, but no, Jerry Lynn, since he's old and fucked up because he got pins and he said he had plates and screws in his neck, so he can't wrestle. He said no doctor would clear him, but he had an old buddy from ECW who could, and then out came Rob Van Dam, which was awesome, to his old theme music from ECW, Pantera's Walk.
Oh, that's
I read an article. They got that cleared an hour before he walked out.
Wow.
Yeah. It didn't say anything on if they had a backup or not, but it said it came down to like within the last hour they got the word like, yeah, you could use it.
Holy shit, that's wow.
Which,
that's
I mean, if
awesome.
you watched any ECW TV or pay-per-view like I did back in the day, that was his jam. That was his song. That was what he's known for to coming out to. So it was awesome seeing that.
Wow.
Be interested. I can't wait to see him in action this week versus Jack Perry.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in great shape. I seen a video of him on Instagram doing the splits. So he still looks like he's in solid shape. Got a bit of a gut, but I mean, that hasn't stopped some people. So
yeah, I mean, fuck.
What is he? Him in action.
What is he? 50? You know, like
it actually says it right here, 52.
So you should have some kind of gut at that age, and if you don't, you're a genetic freak.
Yeah, but you also got to think like I don't know if you noticed it when he walked down the ramp. To me, it seemed like he was walking a little funny. There's probably all the wear and tear to his body because I mean, I seen this man do flippy shit, not to the outside, but literally into the stands and landing on fans and chairs and shit like that on a regular basis versus Jerry Lynn. That's why Jerry Lynn's all fucked up too.
Right.
But yeah, I can't wait for this one. I loved RVD.
Yeah, he's easily one of my favorite wrestlers growing up.
Then we had the Anything Goes triple threat match. Jon Moxley, Trent Beretta, and Penta. They fucking beat the shit out of each other. Obviously, anything goes, so there was all kinds of interference and shit. But surprisingly, Trent got the win in this one. I was kind of surprised that they picked up the win. I was expecting Moxley for sure, maybe Penta, but yeah, I did not see Trent getting the win, but good for them. And that led to a match on Rampage, which we'll get to. Actually, they announced it right after this, so yeah, that match set up a parking lot brawl between Blackpool Combat Club and Best Friends, and then the winner of that parking lot brawl had to face the Lucha Bros in a parking lot brawl this week. So we'll get to that in a minute. We had MJF promo, which obviously is always good. Then we had the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Bucks taking on Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Sanjay Dutt's son, Satnam Singh. I'm going to say that from now on. That's fucking hilarious.
Sanjay's son.
But yeah, it's a solid match. The Elite picked up the win over Jarrett, Lethal, and Singh.
Did we talk about their signing last week?
Oh no, I think that came out afterward.
It was, right? I think it was like the day after.
Yeah, I think it was after. So yeah, the Elite, all four of them, the Hung Elite, All four of them signed extensions. So we got the Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Hangman until I think it was 2025.
That's what I want to say, but I don't recall officially.
It may be 2025 or 2026. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's at least 25.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, actually, here's a link. Let me see if it will show me. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on a quick glance.
Yeah, I think that 25 is from us just being kind of plugged into shit. Because all the articles that I read said, "Oh, they signed a multi-year contract." So I'm like, that's like probably like a 4-year deal, which is kind of standard with AEW.
Yeah, I mean, after losing Cody to WWE, to lose your other EVPs, I think.
Yeah, that would have been devastating.
There was any way Tony could have let that happen.
Hell no.
I don't think Kenny wants to go to WWE. I think the Bucks still kind of want to, but I don't see Kenny going there. I think he's happy with the freedom that he has.
Exactly. I was going to say Kenny's been around the block. He's at a point in his career. It's not the same as the Young Bucks, where it's like, yeah, they haven't had that multi-million-dollar. Well, as far as I know, they haven't had that WWE paycheck that the top guys and girls get. But for all we know, that's not the case anymore because they never really put the numbers out. But we all know Tony Khan comes from money, and this whole shit was funded by Daddy's checkbook. So bust it out again.
Yep. But yeah, so we're gonna see them for a lot longer, which is good because I mean they always put on good matches. So looking forward to more from them.
Yep.
Then we had the Ring of Honor tag team titles on the line. The Aussie Open defending the belts against El Hijo de Vikingo and Commander. This is a good match all around. Obviously, Aussie Open's great. Commander and Vikingo are great. So they put on a hell of a show, but Aussie Open stuck with their belts. Still Ring of Honor champs. Then in the main events, which I don't know if you actually got to see or not, I don't think we spoke about it afterward, but your girl, Hikaru Shida, beat Toni Storm and is the new AEW Women's World Champ.
This, but with a bigger, better belt.
I was gonna say, is that the one with the old belt?
Yeah, this is the first one. Her pandemic championship. And yeah, we knew that shit was going to come back around full circle because she deserved more than to, wrestle to empty crowds in her fucking essentially locker mates.
Yeah, I was a little shocked that they did it on TV, and then I was thinking about it. I was like, it makes sense that it was Dynamite 200. They did it for her on TV. She was the pandemic champ all throughout that whole TV run, so it made sense. It was good. I enjoyed it.
And it also sets up more shit for All In. Is that the one in London?
Yes, because it looks like Jamie Hayter is not going to make it.
Right.
So I think that's kind of had things to go. I think that had part of it with Cheeto getting the belt now. I think they're reworking things for whatever they had planned for All In, since there's going to be no Jamie Hayter because of her injury. But who knows? Maybe this was their plan all along. I have no idea, but it just seems like they're reworking some shit.
Absolutely. It's gonna be tight though. It's my girl.
Then jumping over to Rampage, at the Hardys and Keith Lee teaming up against Kip Sabian, Butcher and Blade. That was a decent match. We had Hardys and Keith Lee won that one. Then we had AR Fox and Swerve. Oh no, that was after. Anna Jay and Sky Blue went at it. Anna Jay picked up the win in that match. And then AR Fox and Swerve picked up the win over a couple of jobbers.
Yobber 1 and Yobber 2.
I don't even remember if they finished. It says incomplete, so maybe they didn't. Was it disqualification? I don't remember how it ended. But all I know is AR Fox and Swerve fucked up whoever they were fucking up to continue that
Right.
shit with Darby and Nick Wayne, which I'm liking that feud. I like what they're doing with Swerve there,
Hell yeah.
the real villain bad guy
And
rather than a cocky rapper.
And I'm wondering if this was the plan all along, because, like, fuck, we've known they were going to sign Nick Wayne for at least for a year.
I mean, why not? Why wouldn't it be the plan? I mean, his first big feud is with two people that he's known
right? There's
and
history
trained
there.
with forever.
Right.
And then also, I mean, this is a history with AR Fox and Darby. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it all makes sense. It all fits.
The long game.
I think that that beatdown that they had was it on Dynamite? I think it was on Dynamite. Where they beat down Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
In his garage / training facility.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
I think I don't remember what showed on. I think it was Dynamite. But basically, Swerve and AR Fox showed up outside that garage that he trained in. Went in and basically beat him and all his friends up. It went on. I thought it went on a bit too long.
Yeah.
But it ended with basically Swerve calling Darby and talking shit. And I think Swerve's like villainous talking to Darby at the end was worth it. But I just think the beatdown scene went a little too long.
Gotcha.
Especially when there was all those matches and shit going on. But anyway.
Yep.
The main event of Rampage was the parking lot brawl between Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli, and then Trent Beretta and fuck. I know his name's Chuck. I can't think of it.
Taylor. Shoes.
Chuck Taylor. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I know it's something that I should know. Fuck Chucks. They were always too small for my feet.
I hate. Yeah, we're not going there.
Wide foot gang.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, parking lot brawl, obviously beating the shit out of each other. I believe this is the second parking lot brawl in AEW history, and it's going to be a third. Second one for Best Friends. I believe it was in a Daly's Place parking lot.
Yeah, the first one.
No, I believe they went back to Daly's Place parking lot for this one.
Oh, I didn't see. Sorry.
I don't remember. I think they mentioned it like when they challenged them. I think they said Daly's Place parking lot or some shit like that. But yeah, I may be wrong about that one. But anyway, good shit. I mean, there was obviously blood. Jon Moxley, you look at him and he bleeds.
Right.
But people went through fucking car windshields and there's all kinds of shit going on there. But the best Blackpool Combat Club ended up picking up the win in the end. And then they were going to be taking on Penta and Ray Phoenix in the next parking lot brawl, which I don't know why they just didn't do a three-way parking lot brawl battle. Maybe it was time constraints or whatever, but yeah, it's a pre-tape segment. It had to have been a pre-tape segment because there's no way they could have that no holds barred match on Dynamite and then a parking lot brawl later that night on Rampage, even though it aired on Friday. They still did it all on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it had to have been a pre-tape segment from the previous day or the next day or whatever.
It says it was in Tampa.
Maybe it wasn't. But anyway, solid match, good main event. I enjoyed the brutality. Then jumping over to Collision, which was going up head to head versus not Dynamite, versus SummerSlam, because they were on the same night. They had a ton of title matches. We had the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line. FTR defended against Brian Cage and Big Bill. I didn't get to watch Collision because my Hulu fucked up and didn't record, and then it wasn't available on demand for me on Hulu until today. So I didn't get to watch any of it. But FTR defeated Big Bill and Brian Cage to keep the belts. Then we had TBS Championship. Chris Statlander defended against Mercedes Martinez and kept her belt. Then we had Tony Storm. Oh, wait, what is this?
Oh,
Nope, that was the backstage segment. Samoa Joe defeated Serpentico for the TV championship, Ring of Honor TV championship. And then, wait, was it for the belt? I don't remember if that match was for the belt, but he beat up Serpentico, and then after he challenged CM Punk to a match at Wembley for the Ring of Honor TV championship. Because they're both old Ring of Honor vets. They've had a huge beef in Ring of Honor, so this kind of makes sense. I also seen reports that they're trying to trademark or get rights to CM Punk's old music. So we're probably going to have like a throwback CM Punk, Samoa Joe Ring of Honor match at All In. This seems like what they're going for.
Yeah, I don't know any of his music, so I don't give a fuck about Charlius Magnificent the Third.
Phillipson the Third.
Phillipson, Huntingville. I fucking hate that Pepsi Phil bastard. That's all I'm saying.
But
yeah,
next we had the
that'll be tight. That'll be a good match.
Yeah, it should be. We had the trios championship on the line. House of Black defended against Shawty Lee Johnson, Action Andretti, and Darius Martin. Obviously, House of Black picked up the win in that match. I mean, that's a good trio, but I don't see them beating House of Black.
No, not yet, at least.
Jay White defeated Metalik.
Oh, yeah.
And then the main event for the real World Championship, your boy Sir Philip Punkerton defeated Ricky Starks to keep his real championship, which is basically just the AEW championship he never lost with the spray painted X on it because, straight edge. But yeah, the gimmick in this match was Ricky Steamboat was a special referee to prevent any cheating or whatnot.
Okay.
And from what I seen, like I said, I didn't watch it, but from what I seen when Punk got the win over Starks, Starks pushed Punk out the ring and then beat the shit out of Steamboat. But I didn't see what happened after that. I'm assuming Punk probably went in and saved him. But yeah, I didn't see it. So.
You got an inside scoop on some belt shit, right, dog?
Kinda. I had asked my inside scoop on any news on belt for that real, quote unquote, real championship. He said nothing's in the works that he knows of now, but it seems like the plan is that a belt is coming, a collision belt is coming, and that it's probably going to be Ricky Starks or who was the other one that he said?
Oh, I thought you were reading from your phone.
I'm about to.
Scam is low key plugged into the wrestling.
Not really.
Yeah, you are. By proxy, you're plugged in.
I have one person that I can ask questions. That's it.
But this motherfucker's so plugged in, it counts as like 50 people.
All right, so it's possibly Starks, Miro, or Malachi Black is what he was hearing for the first champion. Which the way things are going and the way Collision has been, most likely going to be Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Maybe Miro. I think Malachi's too busy with the trios unless they drop that soon.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really been in any storylines for like a major title yet. Mm-hmm. So my money's on Starks, and then second place I'll get to Miro.
I feel exactly the same when you had said that shit. I was like, I definitely, because I kind of felt like it was Ricky anyways. Like, not that this show was built around Ricky, but he's eventually going to take the reins and be like one of the stars of this show, like one of the newer stars, not like established names and shit. And then the same thing with Miro, just like he's just a beast and he's just been off TV because the fucking roster's crowded as shit on Dynamite, and he's not a Rampage guy. So
I think there was some backstage shit with him too, but
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, I
don't
remember reading
think a
about
lot
that.
of it came out after the fact, but yeah.
Cool. Word.
Oh,
Um,
SummerSlam was
yep, good.
SummerSlam. I didn't give a shit about any of the matches other than Cody and Brock, which was cool.
Yeah,
Cody got the win over Brock, and then they
finally.
hugged it out at the end. Brock gave him his respect, which, from what I read, wasn't planned.
Yeah, I
That was
saw that too.
all Brock being Brock.
Right. What are you gonna
Um,
tell Brock Lesnar? Not to break character?
yeah,
Go fuck yourself.
yeah, for real. Gonna rip your fucking head off. Then we had Roman Reigns beat his cousin Jey Uso in the main event in the tribal combat match, thanks to Jey Uso's brother, who interfered in the match and beat up his brother, put him through the announce table.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, so from what I was reading, like a lot of the online reports, it looks like they're setting up a tribal, what is it, the tribal 4-way match or whatever. So it's basically going to be Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns, and Solo Sikoa all versus each other, possibly for the belt at some point before WrestleMania. But also, what I read is there's no plans on Roman losing the belt anytime before
That's what I was gonna say.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And from what the report I said, even that's up in the air because one of the the big name inside wrestling reporters said that all his contacts are saying basically it's up to Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman on when he drops the belt.
Yeah, so the ending ain't dropping the belt anytime soon.
Yeah, so basically when he feels tired of it or he wants a break, he's going to drop the belt, it seems like.
Yeah. Because I was also seeing that shit. There was literally the only two matches that I gave a shit about SummerSlam were the same two, but mostly the Cody and Brock Lesnar shit, just because I kind of want to see where they're taking Cody's story. But I also saw that all of that shit is going to potentially set up a Cody Roman Reigns title match at WrestleMania, and we'll see what happens from there. So I don't watch enough to have any more input than that, other than just literally spitting out what I saw.
Other than the Bloodline, like that's the only one that I've been following. I mean, I just loosely watch other matches whenever a big pay-per-view comes up. Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of invested in that Bloodline story. I mean, I don't watch week to week, but I do watch what happens on the shows, and I keep up with the news and shit like that. And like I said, it seems like we're getting that 4-way match between all 4 cousins, well, brothers and cousins, because the Usos and Solo Sikoa, they're brothers, and then Roman Reigns is their cousin.
So all like 3 of them are Rikishi's kids?
Yeah. So Jimmy and Jay are twins, and then Solo Sikoa is their younger brother.
Okay.
And then Roman's their cousin.
I thought Sikoa was a cousin too. Okay.
No, he's their younger brother.
Got it.
But yeah, it looks like all reports are going to get that 4-way, possibly at Survivor Series, which kind of fits the whole theme. Especially if they one of the rumors is it's going to be an elimination 4-way, which is a cool idea. I think, and that fits some Survivor Series theme. I don't know if they still do that anymore. The Survivor Series match where you have 2 teams and it's elimination matches. Remember those?
I do remember those, but yeah, I
think they may do like one of those matches on the show now, if they still do. But
yeah, it's been so fucking long. It's been so long, I don't even know, dog.
Yeah,
word. Yeah. Fucking
like Dark Side of the Ring, Marty Jannetty episode this week. Looking to see what kind of wild shit comes out of his mouth on that.
Yeah, some sad, wild shit.
Heel season 2 still. I know I brought that up last week, but I haven't watched episode 2 yet. But good shit. Still haven't caught any WoW. Still haven't watched Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I just checked my DVR the other day, and that's like 104 WoW episodes. Like shit.
Damn, you got that many?
But they're all they're like hour shows, but they're filled with commercials. So it's like realistically like maybe 30 40 minutes of wrestling, if that. And a lot of it, at least when I was last watching it,
I got 11 recordings.
Out of the hour, there's maybe like 2 or 3 matches and a lot of promos. But again, this was kind of earlier in the season and earlier in the year where they're still like introducing all these, they call them, the superheroes, like all the female wrestlers and shit. So there's a lot of fucking promos.
Getting everybody acquainted with them.
Exactly. And then they were at San Diego Comic-Con. I was reading about that shit. They had Candy Crush and I can't remember the other girl that was out there. But yeah, WoW's tight, man. They're blowing up. They got picked up for another season. Officially, within the last week, I think they signed another deal. So we're gonna get another year of it.
I actually seen a report that this girl, Punk's wife, what's her name?
Yeah, AJ
something.
AJ Mendez.
Yeah, I heard her contract might be ending soon for them.
I think she's like an AVP. She's like up there. She's like part of the creative behind the scenes like executive team, and she's also on the mic as well. So we'll see. But I know she's got like her hands are like super involved on the behind the scenes and getting the girl signed and shit like that. As well as Jeannie Buss of the Los Angeles Lakers. Speaking of, I'm going to watch that shit tonight. Winning Time. I heard the first episode was terrible, and I said, thank God, because I heard the first episode of last season was terrible, and I fucking loved it, so I'm ready.
Yeah, I'll give that a watch at some point. I got a lot of shit to watch tonight. So I'm not sure what I'll be able to get to, but I'll watch something. It's either Heels or that, so one of the two.
Yeah, you work, because today's only Monday. Yeah, Dark Side is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, word. Well, thank you guys for fucking with us. This is the motherfucking Minority Sports Report Wrestling Edition. Woo! I did it again. I dropped it. I was like, I'm gonna grab 2 belts this time. And they had like Butterfingers. It's like those shitty claw.
One of these days I won't be lazy and I'll grab mine at some point, but
that's a lot of work. So, take my strong hand. All right. Thank you for following us or watching this. Make sure you follow us all collectively at TMS Report. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit the motherfucking bell icon as well. Skame, where can they follow you?
Follow me at Skame666. It's right there.
Word. And follow me. It's actually going to be like right underneath him. But follow me. I'm at Mr. Weak Clawhand Game Hands. Peace out.